Hello everyone, welcome to the weekly dev stream. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Thursday. Got some greenage going on here. Let me fix that real quick. Hey Thomas, hey Matt, hey Zycon. There we go. That's better. All right. Well, welcome to the weekly dev stream. We've got some pretty exciting updates today. We have, first off, under dungeon training, the tutorials now have scrolling text. You can also now go back. If you missed a line of text, you can now go back and you can skip ahead too. And then we also animated Scout, so you get to see an animated version of Scout who will kind of bob around while you're going through the tutorial. So we'll check that out real quick. And then we also have, for the invisible floor tile, the one that you can put down as a variant of the pit object, we added colors now. So there's colored floor tiles, which means you can now also change the color of the pit for an invisible pit. So that's pretty nice because it lets you adjust whether you're leaving the player a clue or not as to whether there's an invisible tile there. So that's going to be really nice. And then lastly, the big thing, we have a camera object now in the game that when placed down, when you enter a room, the camera will expand out to make sure that that camera object is always in frame. So you can make sure that your puzzles are properly visible by just putting a camera object down. You can link to the camera object to turn it on and off. So if you want to show the player something and then move the camera back, you can now do that. So pretty exciting. We're going to play around with that. I think that's going to add a lot of nice quality of life to a lot of dungeons where you've got this puzzle that's just a little bit off screen and the player can't see it. You'll be able to adjust that now. So pretty handy. So yeah. That was a lot. I'm excited to jump in and get some testing done on that. Apologies for the late start today. But yeah, this is going to be a good one. And then I don't want to give it away, but we have an even bigger update coming up pretty soon. Hopefully by the end of the month or so. So get ready for that. That is going to be a very big update. But without further ado, let's check out dungeon training. Oh, we also added a couple more tutorials. We have a tutorial for controls and shortcuts. And then we have a tutorial, part 2 for linking. So advanced tutorial for linking talks about the any and all switch, talks about the only fire once checkbox, which has been renamed to only trigger once. So yeah, we've been busy. But yeah, let me show off the scrolling text and the animated Scout real quick here. So as you can see, the text for the tutorial now scrolls in. There's going to be a sound effect. We're working on our sound effect and music overhaul right now. Benny's been really hard at work on that, so has Thomas. So that will be coming pretty soon as well. Big music overhaul. So we'll have sound effect when the text scrolls in. But you can see Scout's animated now. He's kind of bobbing up and down. He's waving at you when you come in. And he kind of bobs his head when the text is scrolling. And then also, you can't see it because I'm kind of blocking it here. That's not going to help. All right, let me turn my camera on. We changed these arrows. So now you can go back. So if you accidentally skip something, you can go back and take a look at it. If you've got, a screenshot on screen that you want to see again, hit the back arrow to go back and check it out. So just a nice quality of life upgrade for the tutorials. And then you can skip ahead too. but you can still click the box to progress the tutorial normally. Scout's got a few different animations, so this is one where Scout is pointing and talking whenever a new screen comes up. So just polishing things up a little bit with the tutorials. Really nice. Yeah, I got a couple more in. We're going to work on getting even more in. So we'll have more. Probably try to get one in about the camera objects. That'll probably, I don't know if that'll fall under advanced. It probably will for the new camera objects. We'll get in a tutorial around that as well. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff there. Quite a library you're making. Yeah, indeed. We might need a third tab soon. I know Mario Maker has a ton of tutorials too. They have like, I think like 15 or 20 or something, like on a tab. All right, so one other change here. So previously the false pitfall could only be this color, which was fine if you were using this tile set, but if you were using a different tile set, then these false pitfalls would always stick out, which sometimes was good. It was a good way to like give a clue that, you know, this is going to be a pit that you can walk over, but wasn't the intention. So now there are colored false pit tiles in every color. Here, let's show off each one. Did I get that one already? Yeah. Oh darn, I remember the tooltip for the camera marker, but I forgot to change it for the inactive one. Oh, whoops. Well, you can get that in, I'm sure. Alright. Oh, I already got that. Alright, so there we go. Every color of false pitfall. I already tested this offline. It's working good. But as you can see, as you step over these, you'll see the colors pop up. The colors look so cool in build mode, we might need to set up gem tone flooring at some point. Zycon says, the colored pitfalls look amazing. Thank you. So yeah, some more practical uses for this. You know, you can make a room where you got a big pit. And there's a treasure here. And you want to showcase to the player that they can get there. Now you've kind of got an indicator, right? So pretty cool. And I'm sure other people will find some interesting ways to use the colored pits. All right. You may have noticed next to the treasure chest, there's a new object. I foresee Chromatic Castle getting an upgrade. Yeah, for sure. I could see that. Oh, did we ever showcase the fact? You know what? I don't think we showcased the way that rooms generate with colors now, did we? I don't think this has been shown off yet. Maybe we forgot last week. So when you select a new color palette and you click add room, it's going to give you that room in that color. But also, if you change out the floor color, I know, right? If you change out the floor color, something like this, you'll notice it's going to build the room. It's going to look at what the majority color of that room is and build you a new room. But yeah, it's also supposed to grab those floors and like actually put those floors in. So, but it looks like something recently might have broke that. So yeah, it's just using the set theme. Huh. Well, this was working at one point and it was pretty cool. Blah, blah. That's all right. We got plenty of other cool stuff to show. All right. Try with the default theme set. Nope. Yep, it broke. Okay, well, we'll fix that. Don't worry about it. Pretend I didn't show you anything. All right. So, I had an idea for a Willy Wonka meme dungeon where we put a mirror here and we put a Lizark here. And he's like, you can put some text that pops up. The unknown. Okay, sorry. No more memes. All right. That's not what we're here for. Okay. So. We have a new object. Camera marker named TBD. And tooltip TBD. But you will see this camera marker object has an active and an inactive version. And normally, when I hit play, you can see about this far. So, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6 or 7 tiles. So, but if I have, you know, switch over here, I won't be able to see it. You'll get 1 jelly bean and no chocolate, yeah. And half a glass of lemonade. Hey Sanjay, thanks for swinging by. So if I've got, you know, a switch over here and I want to be able to see it, but I can't even get over there. Just started it. Just started testing the camera thing. We're showing it off right now. So I don't even know there's a switch over there. I'm in this dungeon and I'm just like, I don't see nothing. So Put down the new camera bounds object. I'm gonna put it just right behind the switch and hit play. You'll see that the camera now will always keep that spot in frame. So now no matter where I am in the room, it's always going to show that. Did we shelve the room color feature? I'm not seeing any signs of it in the code base. I remember we had some discussion over how it should work. Oh, maybe. Maybe something happened with that I don't remember. So, you can also link to the camera. Does the camera object work in rooms you are not in? I.e., if you link to a camera block in a different room, will it scroll over to that room? No, it won't. This is room specific. A feature that we're going to have later in the game is an actual camera pan, and that'll be associated with a link. So we're going to have the ability to actually scroll the camera over to a link when you trigger it. But this is kind of a different thing. This is more to keep stuff in frame in a room for the camera object. But if I link to this, yeah, for sure. So, you know, our camera is still in frame. If I hit the switch and deactivate it, nothing happens. Which is unexpected. But that's okay. Maybe we can do a pip thing for out of room links. I remember you showing it off, Thomas. That's as far as I went. Yeah, I have no idea what happened to that. We'll have to look into it. I wonder why this isn't working. No, it didn't turn off. Ooh, I got all kinds of null reference exceptions. Holy cow. Let me share my player log. Try using the inactive one. That's the one I tested with the most. Okay. So it could be that we need to fix the active one. So if it starts as inactive, so here you can see I can't see over there. I hit this. Camera snaps over there, so now it keeps it in bounds. If I hit it again, it turns off. Okay, so the inactive one's working. It's just the active one. It's a little buggy right now. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, I threw my player log in Discord. It's got a bunch of null reference exceptions. The game doesn't like shrinking the camera down. It only likes... or I guess it doesn't like starting shrinking the camera down. I don't know. So yeah, obviously this has some really good practical uses in a room, right? So if I have... Oops. A setup like this, where I want you to hit this switch over here. But it's off camera, you can't see it. can put down an invisible switch here. We'll make it a repeating one so that you know to step here in order to see the switch over here. Give the player a bow. I need a null reference exception monster, and we need need to make a plushie of that monster. Yeah. So, oh, I can see. There we go. Okay, so can't see the switch over here. I'm going to step on this arrow. Now I can. When I step off, it goes back. So, we've seen plenty of dungeons where this is a really useful thing. Because puzzles sometimes just end up a little bit off screen. So now you as the designer have total control over what the player can see when they come in a room. And you can put down multiple of these. Try entering a room with an active camera marker instead of starting in the room. Okay. So we'll put one. Okay, that worked. So yeah, we've got our active room marker down here. What happens if you group a bunch together? That's a good test. We'll test that out. We also need to test multiplayer. Oh. That's interesting. So the camera pan gets saved when I walk out of here, and then I'm getting information I shouldn't be getting. So that's probably something we'll want to fix. I don't really know what the answer is there. Is it possible to have the camera, when I walk through the door, have it automatically zoomed to the level it should be at? I know walking through the door happens kind of instantaneous. Oh, can you turn it off though? It's a good idea. Okay. Yeah, if that's something we can do, I think that'd be great. No, you can't turn it off. All you can do is create null reference exceptions. Are you taking notes? I can take notes too. That helps. I can pull something up. Have the camera at the zoom level it should be set to. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, it helps. Okay, so yeah, so just some kind of bug with the active one. We'll work on fixing that. But yeah, again, we are going to have like a camera pan on link trigger. But, you know, this can be helpful for, in the meantime anyway, if you have like a situation where, you know, you got some enemies and you want to make it so that the chest spawns and the camera pans to show you that. You can do that. So let's put both of these in a group. And what should happen here is the chest should spawn and this should enable, right? So let's see. So we got normal zoom level. We kill the enemies. And there we go. As designers, be careful. It can be very jarring to constantly change the camera on the player when they don't expect it. So that's some design advice. Change camera every frame. Oh god. Yeah, I mentioned that before you got here, Sanjay. We're going to do a tutorial. I'll make sure to get one in. I want the game to look like a kaleidoscope. Yeah. Alright, cool. So yeah, you can, you know, group a bunch of objects. It's not going to matter. It's going to use the bounds of all of them, so... Although it is interesting that if you come all the way up here, like I can see all the way down here. Yeah, why does it expand when I come up here? That's interesting. Put indicator tires. Yeah, I know. I was just doing a quick dirty test here. Aspect ratio stuff. Let's see, if I just put... I just put one like here, like way up here. And I activate it. It's not going to do much. It's going to shift my camera up. Okay, that's not affecting me. Trying to keep you and the bottom tile within a margin of the top and bottom of the screen, which means zooming pretty far out. It's also trying to stay in the bounds of the room, so it's centering on the room. Gotcha. Okay. So it just has to do with the fact that I had one way down here, right? So if like, there's one there. Yeah, that seems a little off to me. Like, I feel like it should always try to keep this in, like, the bottom corner. Maybe we should enable the visuals in a playtest? What does that mean? Oh, when you playtest, the camera marker should be visible. Maybe. I think the playtest should be representative of what the actual experience is going to be for the player. Yeah, so I guess what I would expect is that the camera would stop like here, right? But I get it, like I'm over here, so like it can't because that's an awkward, like you said, aspect ratio. Because yeah, now if I didn't want the player to see something over here, but I was like, oh, I want them to see, you know, this treasure chest that I hid over here. You're like, I really want them to see that. But I really don't want them to see all these secrets I threw over here. So they're up here, you know, doing stuff. They get that. And you want to show them this. And now, if they're up here, they can gain more info. I'll make note of that too. So it needs to weigh the focus markers less so it doesn't try to keep the same margin around them. Okay, I'm going to copy paste what you just said and put that with the note. I think the margins are getting weird around the corners of the room. Yeah, seems like it. What else? So cool to have this in the game. We've been talking about this forever. And you can put it over pits, you know. It's an invisible object, so you can put it on walls. It's not constrained. Ooh, yeah, what happens if you put it on a corner? That's wild. So it's like, yeah, if you're in this side of the room, you just wanted to show the player, like, hey, by the way, there's dash boots down here. You can get some dash boots. And all of a sudden you're seeing the whole room. Yeah, something with the corners definitely funky. If we had a toggle an option, show hidden objects while playtest wouldn't be visible in an upload run. Yeah, I think that's fine. Doesn't hurt to see that stuff, I think. And I think, yeah, it should probably just be checked by default. Like, let the players see that by default, and then can turn it off if they want. I think that's helpful. Excuse me. Yeah, because then it could show the hidden switches too and everything. They wouldn't be visible in an upload run. Yeah, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, like I think when you're going from a room that's zoomed out into a new room, we should just have the camera already set to the value it should be at instead of zooming back to it. So even if you have a camera object in this room, like it would just automatically be at that value. Camera needs to snap. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's a better way to say it. Camera needs to snap. Purpose of the playtest is you're trying to experience what the players are going to experience. Yeah, but also the main purpose of the playtest is to playtest, right? So having that knowledge might be more helpful, right? If you can see where you've put your camera objects. So yeah, I think having a toggle does make sense to me. We can debate though if it should be on by default. Maybe it should be off by default, and then the player that wants to see that can go in the menu and find it and turn on that. I think that's a fair compromise. Yeah, let you debug. Toggle's the right idea. Playtest is mostly see if your dungeon works. Yeah, that's true. Because yeah, you're usually not playtesting playing through your whole dungeon. You're like trying to playtest certain scenarios and things and see how it's doing. What else should we test? We found some good, I wouldn't even say bugs, just further implementations for it. We did find one bug with the active eyeball. We can start testing multiplayer. That'd be fun. We should also test to make sure linking to it outside of a room doesn't do anything. Should we even allow you to link to it? Oh yeah, I guess, yeah, you would be activating it, right? You're just not going to see what it does. So yeah, we should allow that. Never mind. So multiplayer. You're about to have a fit. Sometimes I'm just thinking out loud, that's all. Alright, we gotta test the dynamic camera and the split screen for multiplayer. Mark my cameras here. Switch down. Oh, I have shared inventory. What am I doing? Okay. Anyway, it's been a day. It's been a day. Work was a lot today. All right. So this should do nothing except activate that in the other room, which actually we should test that too. So let me, I'm gonna move this actually like way over here. All right, so activate this in the other room. And I'm gonna go in. Okay, camera zooms out for player 1, good. Expected result. Camera does not zoom out for other players. Player 3 comes over here. What's that? Interesting. So the camera, yeah, it's not player dependent. That makes sense. Yeah, we're good. This is just, yeah, it's working. So if we come down here, if I hit that, oops. There we go. Okay. Yeah, multiplayer seems good. We still need to test this with bosses, and then let's do some more testing in the same room. If I come over here. That. Reach bounds. That's oh, wait, what? Oh, we're stuck in split screen. That's interesting. Because I got out of bounds. No reference errors had to do with something falling. Oh. Hang on. Was it related to me walking over the pit? How do I erase my player log? I have to quit the game, don't I? Oh, there it goes. It snapped back. Okay. Make a note. That's one thing we needed to fix too while we're in there is the multiplayer camera. Shouldn't break to split screen. Single. Okay. So now, let's do some chaotic things. We have definitely enabled the trolls. I guess that's not that bad. All right. What else do we have here? make a puzzle with this. Multiplayer seems fine. I'm gonna leave it alone for now. Is there a way to rewind a Twitch stream, or do I need to wait until you upload it? I think you have to wait till I upload it. Or at least once the stream ends, you can watch the VOD, I think. Alright, we're gonna have a timer switch here. Set for 10 seconds. This should turn on the camera and then turn it off after 10 seconds. And this is going to be a mini game. Count the number of green slimes you have. Ten seconds. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The best way to gate this off. We could just do that, and then this is lazy, but actually I'm overthinking it. Okay, and then there we go. And then A6 is the correct warp. And yeah, I didn't link it up yet. Oh yeah, the sign. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, punish the player somehow. So. That. All right. See if this works. What's this about? There's some trophies over here with numbers on them. Count the number of green slimes. You have 10 seconds. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very nice. We're making Mario Party. Oh, that's right. They collide with the warps. They're not supposed to. Well, it's annoying, right? So. Even better than hurting. It's annoying. Exactly. Here. These should probably just be one-way warps. Actually, yeah. So they can't accidentally kill from Warthog. So yeah, just an example of some cool stuff you could do with the camera. They want the statues to spawn in as well, so they don't know what their choices are until they've had a chance to count. Yeah, that's a good point. There's no way really actually to link this text. So, do it the old-fashioned way. It's our good friend the Warthog. So now you're annoyed and you have to die. So perfect. Okay. And then... I guess that could just be 10 seconds too. I don't think it needs to be 9. It's fine. Because it triggers like right away. Yeah, maybe we should allow you to link from a warp pad to trigger on warp. Could be interesting. Something to think about. I think maybe we had that at one point and we were like, nah. Nice. I'm just saving this for myself. I'm not going to upload this. Linking from warps was like linking from doors. They triggered when they changed state. Oh, right. Right. Yeah, I think that's why we ended up saying let's just not allow you to link from warps, because we felt like it would be too confusing since they're kind of like doors. But I don't think we let you link from doors anymore, right? Oh, we do. Never mind. Okay. Well. Could have invisible switches on the same spot as certain objects. Yeah, that gets a little messy. If you... a general rule we have for the game is if an object can be linked to, then you can't put more than one thing, more than one object on that space. Because otherwise it visually doesn't look great if, like, I've got a link coming from here and then I have an invisible square and I've got multiple links going to, like, the same area. It just gets kind of messy. So we tried to keep that rule in place when we can. yeah, pretty cool. I think a lot of the stuff that we found so far is pretty good. We'll have to do some more testing once we make the changes. There's actually a bug regarding that right now. James, try this out. Okay, let me try that. Spike. Link to Spike. Link to Camera Maker. Yep. Link to Camera Maker. Wait. Spike, link to Spike. Camera Maker, link to Camera Maker. You can't link a Camera Maker to a Camera Maker. Link to Spike. Camera Maker, link to Camera Maker. Move Camera Maker onto Spike. Oh. I gotcha. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah. So we have a link that you can't even see. Is this the first excuse me, is this the first object we've let you put on spikes? Yeah, it seems like it. I would imagine... Yeah, if the invisible square can't go on spikes, then the camera object shouldn't. Be able to place camera object on spikes. Yeah, I guess we should have tested that. Like, make sure. Check what objects you can put the camera on. I have a room called One of Everything, but trying to find it in my list of dungeons is going to be like impossible. Let me see. Before the shop, this wasn't possible because things were targeting tiles. Now we're targeting actual entities. All the connections remain good. Yeah, it's cool that the connections are good. I just think visually it's not a good idea. I think link stacking just adds a little too much. Yeah, it would need to be usable. You saying shop made me think of the shop. We need to test that out. With the... Okay, can't go on the rug, that's good. Deletes him. Cool, perfect. But you need to like explode out the tile when you hovered over it? What do you mean, explode out the tile? I guess this technically has everything. It's not my normal test dungeon, but should work. It's a little chaotic. Okay, you can put it on poison. That's fine. You can do that with the invisible ones too. Secret of Mana menu mean anything to you? Like the little like circular menu in Secret of Mana? Where you like scroll through? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, I got you. Kind of like what we do for the boss. Right? Yeah. I think we could, again, I think it's adding a little bit of complexity. Well, we should talk about it. Okay, you can put one on the end tile, which is good. You can put it over torches. Can you do that with the invisible cube? You can't. So, yeah, we should probably avoid torches too, if the invisible cube can't. Be able to place all torches. They were stacking with themselves there for a minute while I was developing it. Oh, wow. The torches is interesting. I wonder why it lets you do that. I think my build requirement system needs a linkable object toggle. Is there a floor torch in this? I probably deleted it already. I love that you're trying to make the game as easy and intuitive as possible, but I'll never complain about toggles and options for more complexity and control. Yeah, for sure. Heartily agree. We're all very different. Our collaboration process results in some really cool stuff. Yeah, definitely. We always find the best solution. All right. So I think it's just the wall torch and the spikes that we should remove. Playtest and see if it lags. Ooh, yeah, good idea. And toggle them all on. Yep. Good tests of the links and groups, yeah. Oops. I accidentally put the switch in the group. Actually, probably easier to just do that and then delete it. All right. Clearing the grouped colors, deleted the groups from the object into the camera. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's good that we tested that. Wait, I see an arrow firing. Okay. Wall arrows should also be something you can't put a camera on. Yeah, it's not all wall decor though. It's just the arrow traps and the wall torches. It deleted all the other wall stuff. Did I not link that? I didn't link it. I definitely didn't link it. Okay. It's a big group. All right, you ready? No lag! Yay. Check out the improved Link UI optimizations too, yeah. Oh, is the bitrate taking a dive? That's weird. Oh, just all the movement, I guess? Huh. Lots of artifacting, huh. All right, cool. Let's ooh, my dinner's here. I'm gonna stop soon. But let's see. I want to really quick just go to like a dungeon I've made and add these in. So, oh god, that's gonna be a fun test on the Zelda map. Yeah, we need some My Dungeon filters. We need a filter by name. We need a filter by if you've uploaded it, if you own it. Zelda 1 map test with camera markers in the corners. Yeah. All right, you want to see this? So, forewarning, this is not something you can currently do in the game. We made a gigantic room just for the sake of testing. Let's show it. To test out some performance testing, we created a gigantic room, and it's a recreation of the map from Zelda 1. For fun. This is not something that will be uploaded or anything like that. But yeah, gigantic room. we're playing around with what we could do for a potential overworld maker. Now this is not representative of that at all. This is just something we're experimenting with. So, have you test played it? Yeah, test play's fine. I just haven't added any like enemies and triggers and stuff yet, so. All right, we're gonna start here. Actually, no, we'll start where we normally start, and then I'm just gonna put. Yeah, it plays with like 0 lag. Gonna take a while to link. Almost there. All right, let's see what happens. Is that the sound of my computer fan? It does take a while to load, obviously. It's a very big map. But not as long as you would expect. Because there's not a lot of, like, links and stuff in here. Okay. How's the room so big? This is a dev room. You can't do this in the game right now. This is for testing purposes. I'm a cheater. Alright. There was a little lag when I came out of this room. Can see it, but not that bad. Okay. Step on this. 3, 2, 1. It's so big. Oh my god, it's playable. This is amazing. It's so small. Yeah, none of that stuff's linked up to anything. Where'd I go? There I am. I'm in the very bottom left there. It's so small. Oh my god. Alright, let's go up. I have maps when you could just have a camera, yeah, right? It's struggling. I'm like so close to the side of the screen. Oh my god, I'm like a pixel. Let's keep going. Keep going. Okay, now it's starting to lag a little. Can you open the menu map? Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, it's lagging big time now. Big lag when I get out to here. Yeah, menu map's fine. Yeah, it does look cool. Okay, yeah, we're definitely starting to lag. So, let's start moving this way. Oh, that's funny. Nice to have rooms be connected with outdoors like on Zelda Worlds. Yeah, that would be nice. There's going to be a overworld mode in the game. We're just still figuring out the details on it. How many blocks is that? I'd have to look it up. Alright, we're in the desert. But it's an exact scale of the Zelda 1 map, so. Okay, yeah, so the lag goes away once you get closer. It's just, yeah, when you get that far out, it starts to lag, which, fair enough. Oh, how many blocks did the lag start at? It was a lot. It didn't start lagging till I was like way in the bottom left. Yeah, like even right now, I don't have lag yet. Took a screenshot, it was 1 block to 10 pixels. Wow, nice. Yeah, like even here I'm good. Like, well, actually not yet. Oh my god, you can see the shaking. I think we're okay still. It's like here, I think. Yeah, it's like here that starts to lag. Like right here. So. Looks like you started having lag around 160 blocks. Okay. Alright. Now everyone pretend you didn't see that. Pretend that you didn't see that. This is not indicative of something that will be in the game. But know that we are thinking about it. And testing and seeing what's possible. See what? Exactly. I like his icon. 180 blocks? Okay. That's good to know. So if we really, well, whenever we make a map mode, if we really want to let players use the camera, we can limit it. But I think probably just don't let players use the camera in that mode. Anyway, my dinner's here, so I think I'm gonna hop off. We will next week test out whatever new things we have, but we'll also go into some of our uploaded dungeons and we'll get the camera added in. With 69 aspect ratio, gives a map size of 180 by 100. Nice. Very cool. Thanks for testing. I'll see about getting those issues fixed. Sweet. Yeah. Good stuff. Really excited to see this in the game. I mean, we've probably been talking about having something like this in the game for years. Like, literally for years. So cool to see it in there. Oh, hey, here's my everything room. Oh, well, we tested it already. Yeah, I think we'll call it there. Exciting stream. This was cool. Once those fixes get in, we'll do some more testing. Probably do some more testing next week. And then fingers crossed, if everything's working good, we can get this pushed out for people to start playing it. So, can't wait to play around with the camera. Yeah, absolutely. GG. We'll go ahead and call it there. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. And we'll be back next Thursday. If you're new here, if you're watching on YouTube or you're lurking, Super Dungeon Designer is out on Steam. It's in early access. You can download it right now. There's a link down below. There's a free demo. Otherwise, the game is $14.99. We have a Discord server linked below where we talk about the game in between streams, where you can share your dungeons, and it has relatively few spam posts. So I actually just added the feature where you need to be approved now. It forces you to accept the rules in order to post. So our Discord's a little more secure. So that's exciting. But yeah, appreciate everybody hanging out. And we'll see y'all next time. I'm going to play us out with the trailer. Unless anyone's streaming. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just do the trailer because I gotta go eat. So, all right, thanks all. Everyone has a fantastic weekend. See you next time.